Brooklyn Nets, they trade Joe Harris and 2 future second-round picks to the Detroit Pistons. He's a 43.7 career three-point shooter. We're going to round that number up to make it a little sexier. 44% career three-point shooter. So he played 74 games last year, 14 the year before. But back in the 2018 to 2019 season, he shot 47% from 3 on 5 attempts. And then 2 years later in the 2020-21 season, 6 3-pointers a game, shooting 47.5% from the 3-point line. Dude, it's just, that is so unreal. Like I said, career 44% shooter from 3. It's just, it's unbelievable. I mean, I feel like even if he doesn't average the Bojan numbers, like he's not going to get 20 points per game, but Cade and Ivy are going to generate so many open threes. Now you throw Monte Morris in the mix too. There's going to be a lot of open threes for these Pistons, and they're finally going to fall for the Detroit Pistons. Someone had tweeted at me that Joe Harris is a non-shot creator. I disagree with that. I believe this is a guy that he creates his own shots by moving without the ball. The Pistons have not had a movement three-point shooter. Bojan, I don't consider him one of those guys. He's more of a standstill catch and shoot. He can put the ball on the ground and create some space himself. But a guy that can actually move around the perimeter, relocate, create open looks for himself, they do not have a guy like this, and they have not had a guy like this. And that's what you get in Joe Harris. You get a movement three-point shooter. And I love the move. What about you?
I like the fact that they gave us 2 seconds just to take on his contract because it was a salary dump. Because if they didn't move Joe Harris, they probably would have had a really hard time signing Cam Johnson. I love the fact that he's an elite three-point shooter, and I do want to give Ryan Anton a shout-out on YouTube. He said Joe Harris has the highest career three-point percentage by any active shooter at 43.7%. Shout out Ryan for that stat. Like I said earlier, last 6 seasons, 40% from 3. If he can take on that Wayne Ellington role from a few years ago, like you said, this being a movement shooter, he's going to create so many open looks. Like, what I like about this trade is it's a 1-year rental. So if it doesn't work out, you're not really attached to the money. You get 2 second-round picks to replenish the 2 that you did trade for Sasser. I love this for Cade, and I love this for Jaden Ivey, because having guys like that just running off picks, being, movement players, I think they're really going to thrive off of that. And it's really going to, take the stress off of them, saying like, hey, maybe I need to get a bucket. Oh, no, there's Joe Harris over there in the corner running for 3. So I absolutely love, bringing in elite three-point shooters like Harris. But I just love the move, man. Like, I can't even, really describe how I feel, because, we've been so bad from 3 the past couple of years to get a guy that statistically is one of the best three-point shooters in the league. I'm happy for the Pistons.
Yeah, and I mean, someone can correct me wrong in the comments, but I believe Cade's rookie year, the Pistons were top 5 in open looks from the three-point line during his rookie year. Like, they were generating a lot of open looks, but they just were not knocking them down. And it's $19.9 million coming off the books next year. Like I talked about earlier, that's a lot of money. But do you think this is setting the Pistons up for another trade?
I had read somewhere, I want to say it was Evan Messi. I'm not 100% sure, but with the Damian Lillard rumors going on right now, there's a chance that Dame wants to go to Brooklyn.
Okay.
The Pistons could be a third team getting involved into a 3-team trade if he does get traded to Brooklyn, where they could get possibly maybe some salary cap relief. Maybe they can unload Bagley somewhere. I don't know. Because the Harris trade is just a verbal agreement. It's not official yet. Like, a lot of these are just verbal agreements. Like, Brook Lopez verbally agreed to go to 2 other teams, and he re-signed with Milwaukee. So we'll see. But I think there are going to be moves, but they're going to be very marginal. I don't really think it's going to be like a crazy trade by any means.
Yeah, I don't think it's going to be a huge trade either. I don't see the Pistons bringing in one of those top guys like we all want. just yet. I think that's going to be saved for next year.